All right, guys, good evening. That song was called Love Street from guitarist Chris Standring from the CD Sunlight. Classic CD, check it out. Links are below in the show notes. All right, well, here in the U.S., it is post election. I have some breaking news. Donald Trump fell into an upholstery machine, but he has recovered, making sofas great again. All right, that's my election joke. That's it. And just to be fair, if Kamala had one, it would be the same joke. So, yeah. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. So, this is Total OS, yours truly, late night Total OS for this Thursday evening. If you are new here, welcome. Those of you who watch this, sorry I missed you. Welcome anyway. I do these shows at different random times to try and catch people in different time zones. Post-pandemic, I don't have a set schedule. I tried it. It was pretty much, I don't want to say worthless, but it hasn't been working out so far this year. And quite frankly, this is a year I would like to forget on a personal level, that is. I hope all of you are doing well. Hey, I got my health. I got my Italian wine. I'm here. So I'm okay. So for tonight, we'll talk about the new NUU N10 budget phone of the year. I've talked about this before in a previous review. For tonight, with the help of my AI friends, I will give you my final thoughts on this really remarkable phone for just $100 and all that it does. And yeah, even in these times where inflation finally started to come down and prices jumped post-pandemic as people started splurge buying, but we're back to normal in terms of pricing so far, at least slowly getting there. The new N10 is truly a remarkable phone for a price of $99.99. And I believe the company is based in California. That's new NUU. Full disclosure, this is not a sponsored video. I am not being paid by you or anybody. I bought the phone with my own funds, and the thoughts are my own and are not necessarily approved by new company or anyone else. Strictly a review from myself. All right, I took a quick look at the chat. There's no one there yet. Hopefully, someone or two will jump in. Again, these random shows are hit and miss. Sometimes I did one show one night. We had over 10 people in the chat, which was great since it wasn't announced. Sometimes there's nobody in there. That's okay. Again, hope to catch someone maybe working late night or a different time zone to give everyone an opportunity to say hello, ask a question, comment, or whatever is on your mind. And I don't mind doing these this late. It gives me a time to relax, stretch my legs, drink some wine, and yeah, all that good stuff. So again, welcome to all. All right, I'll give this another minute, then I will play a short clip that I did explaining my final thoughts on the budget phone of the year. Again, it's hard to believe it's only $100, and with all the features on it, it really is a remarkable value, and the phone feels solid too. I mean, it's not a cheap, lightweight thing that can easily break, it seems. And it came with the screen protector and a protective case, all for $100. Wonderful value. All right, give me a second. Let me prep the video here. Tonight's live stream we are doing from Mint, Linux Mint, and that is. And I'll be using VLC to play the video. You guys can listen to it. I recorded this, I think it was yesterday or the day before. So let me go ahead and get this ready. And you guys can take a listen, see what you think about my thoughts on the budget phone of the year, the new NUU N10.
Hey everyone. It feels like phone prices are just going up and up and up,
Yeah.
you know? Like, how much do we really need to spend to make calls and scroll through our feeds?
Right.
Well, today we're diving deep into a review of the NUU N10.
Okay.
It's a phone that's asking the question, what if a good smartphone didn't break the bank?
This phone is priced at just $99.
I know.
It's crazy. We're talking almost burner phone territory here,
Right.
but with specs that are making a lot of tech reviewers pretty interested.
It's got an octa-core processor,
Okay.
4 GBs of RAM,
Wow.
and 128 GBs of storage.
Really?
And then on top of all that, it's got a big, beautiful 6.6-inch display with a 90 hertz refresh rate, and it's all powered by the latest Android 14. I mean, those are some pretty good specs for any phone.
Yeah, especially at that price point.
But let's be realistic for a minute.
Sure.
A budget phone is going to have some compromises.
Well, of course. Yeah, the reviewer did mention that there was some lag, especially in the animations and when switching between apps.
Okay, so maybe not the snappiest phone out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Not a flagship phone, but, the reviewer really emphasized that for everyday tasks, the N10 is actually pretty smooth and responsive.
Okay.
And a big plus.
Yeah.
It comes with a clean version of Android, so no bloatware.
I love to hear that. I hate bloatware.
Mm.
So let's talk about security. What are our options for unlocking this thing?
Well, you've got all the standards, fingerprint, and even face unlock.
Okay.
And this is where it gets interesting. The reviewer was really surprised by how well the fingerprint sensor worked.
Wow.
And the face unlock, too. They were faster and more reliable than some of the more expensive phones they've tested.
Wow. So a $99 phone might be outperforming some pricier models on security.
It seems like it.
That is wild. Okay, so let's talk about the display and the sound for those of us who like to watch YouTube on the go.
Right. Well, the reviewer was impressed by the display quality, especially when watching videos. Not top of the line or anything, but good enough to enjoy the content.
So we can binge our favorite shows without feeling like we're missing out. Okay, good.
What about the sound quality?
The speakers are, well, they're a little tunny, the reviewer said. But honestly, that's pretty standard on phones in this price range.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be reaching for some headphones anyway.
For the best audio experience, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the feature I think everybody always wants to know about, the camera. How does the NUU N10's camera measure up?
They said it does really well in good lighting,
Okay.
but it struggles a little in low light conditions.
So great for daytime, outdoor photos, but maybe not for, concert photos.
Yeah, exactly. Classic budget phone stuff. But the reviewer did say it was surprisingly capable for social media sharing, especially in well-lit environments.
Makes sense. So not trying to replace a professional camera, but, for everyday use, it'll get the job done.
I think so, yeah. Okay, so we've talked about the specs, the performance, the features. What's the overall verdict? Did this phone actually defy expectations?
Well, remember how I said the reviewer was a little skeptical going into this?
Yes.
They ended up actually being very impressed with the NUU N10.
So it's not just a good phone for the price. It's a good phone, period.
Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. They even said it could stand up to phones in the $200 price range,
Wow.
which is pretty amazing considering it's half the price.
Yeah, that's a huge statement. This is starting to sound less like a budget phone and more like a hidden gem.
Right.
All right. I won't play any more about that, but normally when you're looking at a phone at $100, you're not going to get a protective case, screen protector, a charging brick, and the phone usually doesn't have stereo speakers or a headphone jack. This has all of that. It really is an amazing value for this year, and I didn't really need another phone, I'll be quite honest. I did not need another phone, but this one got my attention because I didn't believe it. It's one of those things, I'll believe it when I see it, or in this case, buy it. So I bought it, and it's my backup phone. The stereo speakers are quite loud. It will fill up a room. And, for the price, you just can't go wrong. So, this is one of those things. I didn't have enough budget to get a new computer this year. Too many other things going on. But I had $100 spending money for Christmas, as it were. And I got myself something I didn't need. But, hey, if I could help someone out there or two who's looking for a budget phone on a tight budget, maybe you broke yours, you dropped it, dog chewed it, whatever, flush it down the toilet or in the toilet, and you need a budget phone, check out the NUU N10. About the only thing about this that I noticed, the cameras at night, low light, not that great, low light, but how many people take pictures at night or videos at night? And the second thing, in daylight, it doesn't quite get that bright. You can certainly look at it and use it, but the screen isn't as bright as a more expensive phone. Other than that, it is the best $100 phone you will ever buy in a long, long time. That's the new NUU N10. All right, I don't want to sound like a long commercial. That's it. Those are my final thoughts. If you get one, let me know. All the links will be below in the show notes. And one more thing I forgot to mention starting the show. If you like these shows ad-free, I can't do this without you. So consider supporting the channel, and we'll keep these live shows. No interruptions whatsoever. Because that's how I like doing things, and that's how I like seeing things. But it's up to you guys. So thank you. All right, let me look in the chat here. Cody, hello, hello, hello. Enjoying Google's Notebook LM? Yeah, the AI guys. Yeah, yeah. The phone is $99.99 on Amazon. No, there's practically no bloat on the phone. Yeah, like. If I recall, in fact, let me take a look at the phone now. I didn't do much to it. As far as bloatware, let me see. Zero. Well, I take that back. There's an app by the company it's a help app. And that's it. That's it. Virtually zero bloatware. I mean, that was it. Yeah, for $100, I mean, it just feels like a good quality phone. So, anyway, yeah. Yeah, usually phones like this, low budget phones, you'll get one Android version update, and that's it. And that's to be expected. Security updates, yeah. But even phones I've gotten before for $200, you only get one version update, and that's it anyway. So for $100 and something like this that'll go to next year, then you have to decide if you want to, sideload apps or whatever. Yeah, for $100, something that you need now, you're on a budget that'll last you a year, maybe two, is good enough. And that's what these phones are designed for, really. They're not designed to compete with your $500 Samsungs or phones like that give you multiple Android version updates. But then again, you're not spending that kind of money. So the phone is quite fine, quite reasonable for the price. Like I said, the phone does have stereo speakers. Let me see if I can play one of my dad's songs through the phone speakers, through the mic. I know it's not the best way to test it, but this should give you an idea of how this is going to sound. Let me play this here. Anyway, that was the phone's speakers. I know it's not the best test through a headset mic, but just to give you an idea on how loud and clear it gets, it's really quite remarkable they were able to, you know. Anyway, oh, you got the S24 Ultra, okay. Making monthly payments on, I know it's almost like a car payment, yeah. Yeah, the speaker isn't bad. On the stream, it sounds like a concert playing and you're sitting in the back. Yeah, yeah, I don't have a better way to let you. Trust me, the speakers on this are really, really good. Yeah, loud and clear, so happy about that. Yeah, in fact, it's so loud I can have the phone in my pocket cranking up and I can hear the singer. So, yeah. Yeah, cheap phones are getting better and better. Yes, absolutely. Never get tired of love songs. That, of course, is my dad's song, Symphony of Love. The world could use more love. Please, more love. Less wars. I'm sick of it. All right, anyway. I sound like a preacher, don't I? The Total OS preacher, the Linux preacher, right? Anyway. So, Cody, how is your week going? I have a free day tomorrow, actually. I may sleep in for a little bit before I go to the tire center, get my tires checked, rotated, get the brakes checked, and all that stuff. Let me see here what the weather forecast is for tomorrow. Sunny and 50-ish. I'll take it. A little chilly, but I'll take it for tomorrow. Yeah, the Pixel A series or the Galaxy A series are good phones too. You won't get those for $100, but yeah, nothing wrong with those. This week you're working Monday through Sunday. Okay. Well, you have to pay that Galaxy phone. You got to pay for that Lexus phone of yours, right? Ron popped this slack and rotate your own tires. Say, forget about it. I go to the place I bought the tires and they rotate the tires for free. And I get free coffee. You see what I'm saying? You got to use your head, Ron. You Canadians aren't too bright. I try to tell you guys. Hi, Ron. Love you. How you doing? I'm doing fine, my friend. It's been a while. I'm glad you popped in tonight. It's been a while. Yeah, but these live streams, I try to do these at random times to try to catch people that haven't caught up with a while. But good to have you here. But yeah, we were talking about this year's budget phone. It is the NUU N10. It's a company from California. $100 phone with stereo speakers, screen protector, a case, and a charging brick to boot. So yeah. Anyway, we're talking about that and other things. Yeah, rare finding time to be on YouTube. You got lucky this time. Okay, that's cool. Cody says, glad this election is over with. Amen. Yeah, it's disappointing for us blue guys, as it were, but it is what it is. Um, yes, the N10 is an absolute steal, Ron. Of course, USB-C charging. Not fast charging, but that's okay. Supposedly, fast charging is not good for your battery longevity anyway. Yes, USB-C charging. I mean, it even came with the charging brick, a case, protector, headphone jack, stereo speakers, zero bloatware practically. It is. I feel like I ripped off the company, to be quite honest. But yeah. Yeah. Fast charging kills the bats. Yes. Slow charging is good. Yes. This one has regular slow charging. Yeah. So, yeah, I really didn't need another phone, but um, I had, I had $100 disposable income, as it were, and bought this out of curiosity, and it works. So, and the speakers are great. I'll go back to my Moto Edge flagship phone. I'll use this as a backup and for like a, streaming music and stuff, because the speakers get really loud. So, but yeah, it's a good phone. It's like you said, it is a steal. Yes. Cody says you don't have a preferred side because I look at both sides, learn more towards the red, but because with different sides doesn't mean we can't. Oh, that we can't get along. Yes, I agree, Cody. I am more in the middle. Life is about balance. It is the nature of things. The only thing I'll say about the election is, we elected him, and he's 34 felony convictions. And if there is truly justice for all, in my opinion, now, I'm not a lawyer or nothing, in the United States, I believe all convicted felons need to be released immediately, and they should be allowed to run for office. You can't just have injustice for one and not for all. That's not right, in my opinion. Now, of course, that's not going to happen because, money and corruption and all that. But if a convicted felon can run for president based on our freedoms, and I'm cool with that, you can't have other felons in jail and they not be allowed to run for office. It's just a personal thought, but yeah. Ron says, sold. I'm about to go get one off Amazon. Okay. Thanks for the recommend. I have a fleet of Moto stuff that are serviceable. Yeah, I have. In fact, one of my Moto phones, I was able to install Lineage OS on a 4-year-old, 5-year-old Moto, and it actually runs faster. Yeah, I mean, you can salvage old phones and do all the work yourself, but for $100, nah, do it yourself, right? Yeah, just go ahead and buy one. Yeah. So yeah. The Fighters Club is in the house. Hello. No fighting. It's all about the love, as my friend Slim Man says. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the election and on the phone. So, all right. So you just installed Fedora KDE. Is slow, but you like the details. The last time I tested KDE, it was pretty zippy, but it's been a while. Yeah. Ron, how are things up in Canada? Yeah. First rule of Fight Club, we don't talk about the Fight Club. That was in the movie, right? Yeah. One thing about this phone I bought, it is a little bit on the thick side, and it's kind of tight in my jeans, but anyway. You're being pestered to replace, what am I reading? 8 cells at work, and the folks there use Moto G Pure. Yeah, I got that for my mom's track phone, and some of the peeps are whining about the thing being slow. Yeah, it's slow. Yeah. I would say the N10 is better than the Pure. Yes. Like I said, I got it through track phone as an emergency phone for my mom, and the N10 is definitely nicer. There's no question. Yeah. Oh no, Cody, 1 hour and 26 minutes, so you clock out, and the coffee is wearing you out. Well, I don't know if I can stick around for 1 hour and 26 minutes to keep you up, my friend, but I'll do my best here. Yeah. Yeah, I've always liked Moto phones for their value, but just like anything else in time, phones tend to get a little slower. Um, that's to be expected. Canada's great, decent weather, can't complain. Amen, my friend. One of my friends on Facebook, what did she write? It was like a week before the election. It was like a picture meme, and I think it was something like our Canadian friends must think they're living above an apartment with a meth lab. Talking about the election here in the States. That sounds about right. Anyway. Cody, you like Moto phones too. Okay. All right. Um, the Moto X was an interesting phone with module back. Well, that's going back a few years. Yeah. Hello, Moto. I always like the audio on it. Hello, Moto. Yeah, on U.S. politics, Trump anything on TV, yeah, and the election was watched by 99% of Canadians. Wager hosted a watch party. Yeah, I did not stay up. Of course, I don't stay up no matter who's running, to be quite honest. Um, look, this country's divided. It's about half and half, approximately, and yeah, I mean, it's. Look, I'm all for freedom, and that has to include women's freedom to choose their lives the way they want to, because that's what our soldiers died for. And right now, we don't have that fully, as it were. So I don't understand the election. I mean, I get it. Um, I don't agree with it, but I'm proud that Kamala didn't, say it was rigged and send her crew to Washington and kill 5 people to say it was rigged. But peaceful transition, as it were. Hello, Moto. Cody says you like the catchphrases. Yeah, yeah. Fighters Club says you didn't come here for politics. If these had Bernie Sanders, they would surely. Yeah, I was definitely a Bernie Sanders guy, my friend. Yes, there was something about it. He just seemed like a nice guy. But it's Look, it's the nature of the business, of the political business, I suppose. But yeah, I've always liked Bernie. Just something about him. It seems like someone you can have a beer with and talk Linux. He may not have a clue what Linux is, but I think he would listen. He just seemed like a nice guy. So, Ron says, had 3 screens go in your basement. Oh wow, no kidding. Yeah, I just wasn't in the mood to watch it. I think I watched it more during the pandemic because that was a once in a lifetime event. The pandemic, we were stuck at home, but yeah, normally I don't stay up for those. Yeah. Fighters Club says thank you. Well, thank you, sir. You have the elections coming on October 2025. Looking forward to that. Bit of entertainment too. Okay, cool. Yeah, to me, like I said, when it comes to politics and everything else, it's all about balance. So if you have all capitalism, too much capitalism, you have homelessness. If you have all socialism, then nobody wants to work. So life is about balance. That's the way God made us. You need a little bit of both. So, yeah, I like the moto gestures also. Yes, the shake the flashlight on is great when needed. Yeah. In pandemic, you learn German. Really? Oh, that's cool. Would be great to have debates online with folks from Linux kernel, a piece of theater showcasing various points of view. Yeah, I really haven't had official debates, as it were, with Linux versus Windows or anything. I will tell you that years ago, during the Windows 7, I posted a video, which I since took down because it's outdated. But the video was called Why Windows Users Can't Switch to Linux. It was a highly watched video. If I recall, I had 300 likes and about 300 dislikes. Sounds like American politics. And the comments were all over the place. Comments were pro. Yeah, Toss, you hit the nail on the head. To the opposite, you have no clue what you're talking about, you Windows dodo. I'm like, well, which is it? But look, we all have our favorites, so. Cody says you switch back to Windows from Linux. Hey, the best system is the one that works, right? I use Windows maybe 20% of the time now. I've gotten comfortable with some Linux. I have to stress some. It still irks me when I see videos, Linux is easier than Windows. Really? All of Linux, all 600 distributions are easier than Windows? Really? No, maybe 5 are just as easy or easier than a Windows, but not all of Linux. I mean, that's just being silly, But yeah, I don't use Windows that much. I don't have to. I was grateful to install Windows 11 on multiple outdated machines. Quite surprised how fast it is. It's all of my machines now, well, not all of them, except for the ThinkPad and my Chromebook, are at least 10 years old. And Windows 11 is fine. Yeah. All right, so Ron, you have a version of Windows that's going supported through 2032. That's nice. Don't like the direction Microsoft. Yeah, the politics of the system I don't care for. The system itself is top notch, but the politics behind it, yeah, I don't. All right, Ron. So it's Win 10. Am I reading it? Win 10 LTSC. Okay. Long-term support channel. Is that what it is? Yeah, I think officially for consumers, Win 10 expires October of, well, I think a month from this month. I mean, a year from this month, next year, right? Officially. Which I don't understand why people are still using Windows 10. Windows 11 is much better, much faster, streamlined, it seems. But yeah, I was quite happy with Windows 11. Quite happy, yeah. Yeah, long-term support channel, sure. It's funny. I have a ThinkPad with Windows 11. I have the fastest Linux machine in the world, a Chromebook, but I just don't use those things anymore. It's either my desktop, this on my 50-inch TV, talking to you guys, or my cell phones. I just don't use laptops anymore that much. Um, so yeah. Chrome OS has been on your mind, Cody. If you're looking for pure speed, okay, and zero bugs, Chromebooks are absolutely incredible value starting at $200. I mean, the need for speed, like in Top Gun, right? And zero bugs, literally zero bugs. I haven't seen anything that can screw it up. So it's anyway. Um, yeah, Win 11 is actually very good. Yes, you install it on your cousins and haven't heard from them in years. They also have a dual boot Debian that they aren't aware of. Okay, yeah, I got Windows 11 on separate SSDs, dual booting, and it's good. Yeah, I think with the Chromebook, I tested. I could once I open the lid and it comes up, I'm online in like 7 seconds, 10 seconds tops. It's incredible speed. Yeah. Yeah, Google's ecosystem is very efficient, no question. Fighters Club says about the politics again. T didn't win the election. K and T lost it. People weren't voting for. People were voting against. Yeah, there was again. This is not a political channel, so I try to keep it fair. Look, there was a lot of things going on post pandemic. We had a pandemic. Biden quite successfully got us out of it rather quickly. He did what he had to do to jumpstart the economy. Now, to be fair, the pandemic wasn't Trump's fault. He didn't start it. I think he botched the response, which made the economic downturn worse. That I blame for Trump, but he did not cause the pandemic. Biden came in, fixed it. Maybe fixed it too good. There was splurge spending here in the States, which make prices jump quite quickly. But that was a sign of a good economy. Many, consumers didn't like that. They were grateful to have jobs, better wages, but the inflation it was a shock. Not Biden's fault. He did what he had to do, but they blamed the inflation on him. Not all his fault. And I think that's what people voted on. If that makes any sense. But I feel sorry more for the women who still don't have their freedoms. That I would have to blame Trump and the Supreme Court on, if that makes any sense. Okay, Cody says, I like the fact that I love a stable OS and use web apps. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Oh, Ron, you gotta go. Bike ride on the menu. Nice. I'm glad you made it here too. Okay, very good. Sounds like fun. But yeah, that's my thoughts about this whole thing with the election. It's I have friends on both sides and we will continue to be friends. Of course, nothing changes for me personally because I'm more in the middle. I don't believe in the two-party system because no matter who's president, I keep seeing the same potholes over and over again. But I do believe in the Constitution and the rule of law. I don't believe in attacking the Capitol to say it was stolen, as we saw sadly back in was it January 6, 21. And I believe in the Ten Commandments. That makes any sense? Try to combine that with Paul. Yeah, Ron says, have a good night. Linux for the win. Yes, the next president I'm voting for must have a knowledge of Linux, or I'm not voting for him or her. I'm sorry, Linux for the win. Yes. Chromebooks Plus? Why not, Cody? Yeah. It's these elections. Oh, Kelly is in the house. Hi, Kelly. How are you, my friend? Great to have you here. We've been talking technology, the election, of course. I'm going to guess you were disappointed. If I had to guess, I am too. I think you women deserve better, but it is what it is. So, yeah. Yeah, Cody's going to run for president. Cody Lamer, 28. You have my vote, my friend. It's, Kelly says devastated. Yeah, look, I'm Italian. To me, the ladies are always number one. Mamas are number one. So that's just the way we are. That's how we think. Disappointing. I don't quite understand it. I get it. But look, this election was not rigged. As someone once said 4 years ago when he lost, it was free, it was fair. The people have spoken. Kelly, there are no words to comfort you. I don't know what to say except I'm with you, as I am with all the ladies, and the fight for freedom and justice is not over. I'm not a political type of guy, or else I would run. But in my heart, it's just not who I am. If one of my friends ran for president, of course I would help him or her. But it's just not for me running. It's not me. I guess I have too much morality in me. I don't know. But yeah, I look. I get it. I think Biden said it best. He said, "Defeat is unavoidable. Giving up is unforgivable." So we're not giving up. This isn't over. And as the Bible says, those who live by the sword shall die by the sword. And yeah, just glad you are here. Thank you. I'm glad you're here too. But there are more of us guys who are on your side than maybe than women think. We are out there. So disappointing. I did see that there was a comment that less people voted in this one total than the last one. Interesting graphic, if that's accurate. But the country is almost evenly split. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the midterms and in the next one. Anyway, yeah. So Kelly, how was your week? Besides the election, putting that aside. I just replied to a friend of mine on Facebook. Kelly, this might make you laugh. He sends me a meme of Trump in a garbage truck. And it says, cleaning up 4 years of crap. My reply to him was, I don't think Trump is that shitty. But a boom. Psh. Anyway. You forgot how much you love the old Ubuntu startup sound. Ah, you copied it to your Mint distros. Okay. Yeah, you like that joke? I did too. My friend, bless his heart, friends since high school, conservative, but he's barking up the wrong tree, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. What was the other joke today? Trump Trump fell into an upholstery machine, but he's recovered, making sofas great again. Yeah, I got friends on the other side. I get it. Pence left to you after January 11th. We can only guess when RFK will leave him too. I know. It was the first time in history a former vice president and the general or did not support a president. But what did I tell you? I mean, it's pretty bad when a general calls Trump an effing moron. I mean, it's pretty graphic. It's shocking, but I don't know what else to say. It's the people have spoken. Not everybody, but the people have spoken. No, it's one of those things where, you know what, I'll just leave it. maybe one night we can discuss more politics. I'll just leave it at that. So, my friend that didn't reply back when I said I don't think Trump is that shitty. He hasn't replied back yet. Well, if you're gonna start something, what do you think? Uh, anyway. Yep, just leave it. Yep. It's hard to believe almost another year has gone by. It'll be Thanksgiving soon. Then Christmas. My singer friend, Slim Man. He was kind enough to join me here during the pandemic from Baltimore, now in California. He's an award-winning jazz vocalist who goes by the stage name Slim Man. He's going to be releasing a new Christmas song, well, a remastered song, I believe on the 15th. Let me see if I can find it. I'll post a link. So, nice fella, nice Italian man. He was on here 3-4 times during the pandemic to give us some free entertainment. But check out Slim Man, Kelly, if you haven't already. He sings love songs, original songs, American classic songs from like Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, stuff like that. Anyway. All right, Kelly. Yeah, there's the link, slimman.com. You can sign up for his free monthly newsletter, sample his songs, and if you sign up and say hello to him, tell him Carmine sent you. He knows who I am. Carmine from Dean Martin Country. So, what am I reading here? Running LMDE6 on Mate. Horrible bug. Can't change Windows, not even with Alt-Tab every now and then. I don't have LMD6 with the Mate desktop. Can't change Windows, not even with the Alt-Tab every now and then. It isn't all the time. That's weird. Okay. Check the forum. Linux Mint forum might be your best shot. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, Slim Man was on a few times. He's been writing songs since the early 90s. He has his own CDs out. He has a jazz funk band called Bonafide. 2 words. Great sense of humor. I remember a couple years ago he was on one night on the weekend. We were stuck at home, and I asked him to play a Frank Sinatra song, "Luck Be a Lady Tonight." I forget which movie that's from. So not knowing what was coming, he started singing, "Luck be a lady tonight. My pants are a little too tight." It took everything I had not to burst out in laughter live as he was singing. But check him out, Kelly. Great fella, great sense of humor, wonderful music. And like I said, he's going to be releasing a new Christmas song an original song called Christmas Eve. One of Slim Man's jokes is he spent his whole paycheck on pasta. It was worth every penny. Get it? Penne pasta. Anyway, yeah, that's Slim Man. So yeah. Cinnamon looks good, but it is not as fast as Mate. Yeah. Mate is more snappy. Yes. Yeah, I'm running for tonight's live podcast. I'm running Linux Mint, the XFCE version. On my Dell, I have the Mate version. This computer is older, so I needed something a little bit more lighter weight. Yep, XFCE, it works. And I have this only because these computers are now. This one is what is this one? This one's got to be 11 years old, but hey, it still works, even with Windows 11 dual booting. So, not ready for a new computer yet. Your bio says Megatrends 2008. Well, you got me beat. Kelly, what kind of cell phone do you have? I started this live stream talking about a company called New NUU out of California. They have a new phone out. They call it the N10. It's for $100. I believe it's the budget phone of the year with all the features. Kelly says, are Linux distros going to force us to Wayland? No. I have issues with Wayland and prefer XLF. Yeah, Wayland has been in development like forever. And, see, that's the problem with fragmentation. There's no standard except for Chromebooks. There's no freaking standard yet. But you're right. I've had issues with Wayland and still prefer the outdated but reliable X11. So with the latest Ubuntu's, the last couple of years, I think it default boots into Wayland. But when on the boot menu on the screen before you log in, there should be like a little spoke wheel. You can choose to go to Ubuntu Zorg versus Wayland. But I don't believe they're forcing you. No, they want you to. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What are you going to do? So yeah. You have an iPhone 13 Pro Max, Moto G Play 24, and a Samsung A15. Okay. I have, besides this N10 phone, I have a Moto Edge. I have, my son's got the Galaxy A25. and I have an older Moto G7 Plus, which I was able to modify with the Lineage OS to Android 14, and it runs quite well. So I've always liked Moto phones, yeah. Yeah, the iPhones do have nice cameras. With Moto phones, Android phones, you need to go into the higher priced phones to get, if that's what you're looking for, is the best image quality. But iPhones have always had good cameras. I will give them that, yeah. What is the latest iPhone? 15, 16? I kind of lost track. All right, so it's the 16th, and the image quality went bonkers as compared to 13, 14. Okay. Well, look, if you're going to spend, I don't know how much is the phone, $1,000 plus, you better get a decent camera, right? Yeah, this Android budget phone of the year. During the day, the cameras are fine. In low light, that's when you can tell it's a budget phone. But I mean, for $100, what do you want, right? As we say in New York, forget about it. It's $100. That's it. 1,500 euros for pro version in the EU. Okay, all right, that sounds about right. If it was me and I wanted a really good cameras, I'd still buy my $100 Android phone and buy a very good $500 camera, and you're good. So yeah, but I get it. Having the convenience all in one, I get it. All right, I'll stick around a little bit longer. I need to run to my fridge, get a bottle of water. My mouth's a little dry. But I'll stick around if you guys want to. I don't have to get up early in the morning, so don't go away. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I remembered I got this grocery store Kroger brand. What is this? Crisp apple soda with real sugar. Well, there you go. Delicious. Hey, Godfather Joey's in the house. What's up, Joe? Just got done watching Godfather 1 and 2 again. What the heck you doing here? You should be watching to get your pop his residuals. Yeah, really. No, I need to show respect. I need to sell my dad's movies when I need to do so I can retire. Hi Joe, what's up? Respect. Godfather Sal. I really don't know how much residuals he gets from the Godfather movies, to be quite honest. But I got a feeling me watching it, I don't think he's going to be buying a Ferrari anytime soon, right? Anyway, we were talking about the budget phone of the year, the N10 from a company called New NUU. We were talking some Linux. We were talking a little bit of politics. Kelly joined in. Kelly is feeling devastated. Joe, I told her we understand. Us guys, family guys understand, so we're trying to cheer her up tonight. And oh, you had surgery for Tom. Yeah, yeah. This is Tommy Bicep with Jimmy the Fingers. No, you had a Tom. You had a torn bicep. So you won't be typing much. That's okay. Tommy, it sounds like a gag. It's Tommy Bicep. Hey. Torn. I get it. Torn. But yeah, the phone I got, I didn't really need another phone, but I was so curious what $100 phone can do post pandemic, and it's not bad. So it's I still prefer my Moto Edge flagship, but this phone isn't bad for $100. Um, Loud stereo speakers can fill up a room, you know. Anyway, Kelly says, get well soon, Joe. Yes, absolutely, my friend. Get well soon. I was telling, I was saying here in the chat, our singer friend, Slim Man. You might recall he was on the channel here during the pandemic. He's going to be releasing a remastered new Christmas song called Christmas Eve. It's never been released as a single. I believe it's coming out around the 15th. I believe you can pre-save it or whatever it's called on Spotify. But check out Slim Man, and the song is called Christmas Eve, an original song. I think he played it for us um, a couple years ago, I think, live. Anyway, Slim Man, Christmas Eve. Ah, Joe, you're back on Mint 22. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing this with Linux Mint XFCE version, and that's good. You remember Slim Man? Yeah, yeah, he was great. He was on I don't know, 4 times, maybe more during because he wasn't working. He was out of work, and of course, once everything cleared up, he's back to work full time. I haven't been able to get him on, but I believe he still posts on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is I got Linux Mint XFCE on this. This is a gateway. I have on my Dell Linux Mint Mate, and of course, all dual booting with Windows 11 on separate SSDs. Oh, you have Slim Man's mug when he was on? Okay, cool. Yeah, I think when we had him on, I think Vince bought his cookbook, some CDs, and I was just trying to help him out from one paisano to another. Um, but yeah, last year he released one of the jazz songs of the year with his funk band Bonafide. It's called "Lunch with the Queen." If you want to check that out, it's Bonafide, his band, the song "Lunch with the Queen," an instrumental. So how long is the healing process for the for the torn bicep? Any more word from Stephanie? Stephanie is back to work, back in Germany. She's been doing mainly cosmetic videos from her channel, The Style Stumbler. Uh, I'll catch it, you know, occasionally some stuff she does. Kelly, maybe that's more up your alley. If you want to check out our good singer friend Stephanie Foran is her name, and her channel is called The Style Stumbler. If you go there, tell her I sent you. Great gal. Met her right before the pandemic started. She was kind enough to fly in here, and I was able to get her a couple singing gigs here in town. Great gal, wonderful lady, and of course, then the pandemic hit. I never saw her again. But anyway, it's called The Style Stumbler. She does cosmetic reviews here and there, stuff like that. So. um, Yeah, the song is a jazz instrumental called "Lunch with the Queen," if I am not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, you did carpal tunnel surgery on the same right torn arm. Oh, recovery or few months. Okay, all right. I've got a little uh, bubble, a little hernia on the left side of my belly here that I probably should get taken care of. Um, it's weird because some mornings I wake up, my stomach is is completely flat, and then as I start to walk, it pops out like a little mini me alien, from the movie. It's just weird. It doesn't bother me, but I was told these type of things don't go away. I'll eventually get it taken care of. Yeah. Kelly says, "Ouch, Joe. Yes, be careful with that." Yes, we should do a private hangout soon. Yes, we should. Yes. Um, Joe says, "Wow, yeah, yeah. I had it diagnosed in February. There's a word for it. It's fairly common in men, I guess. I don't know. I'm not an expert with this, but it doesn't bother me. It's just one of those things. Yeah." I posted, I think it was yesterday, a couple of college students from Carnegie Mellon are working on battery powered devices where the human body can power a wearable. And they've been fairly successful testing. I think three guys from Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh. So all those years I made fun of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I need more power. Well, guess what? One day soon, your body will give you more power. If you go to the doctor, you'll get diagnosed, especially after 40 years old. Yeah, these hernia things, it's just a random thing. It's probably from lifting something too heavy I should not have done, from what I understand. Uh, I don't know. I just noticed it, one morning, and it's like that song goes, whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. And there it was. I'm like, great. I'm having a little bit of Sigourney Weaver in me from Alien. Joe, you had the same thing in your belly. It shows up when you exert. Yeah. Yeah, I'll eventually get it checked. The healing process is 2 months, a week off of work. The doctor says it's not that serious. It's just one of those things. Kelly says kinetic energy. I don't know what the technology is for body power devices. It's from the video I posted yesterday. Check it out. I think I posted a link. I think it's fantastic. Of course, the thing is, if you have a smartphone or a smartwatch that's powered by you, will it work if you drink too much wine or smoke weed? Hey man, my smartwatch is dead. Yeah, because it's all smoked up. Oh. Ah, yes. Rest your hand, Joe. It's getting tired. Okay. All right. You like my joke, Kelly? Yeah. Yeah. I got the power. Thank you, Arnold. You need more power. Pump the weights. If you pump the weights, you'll charge your phone faster. Arnold, doing Arnold never gets old. I enjoyed his TV series last year on Netflix. What was it, Fubar? It was very good. I think they're shooting season 2 now, I think. Too bad, you know what, Kelly? Too bad Arnold couldn't run for president. Wouldn't that be something?
I'm running for president to give the people the more power. Trump is a loser. He can't lift 10 pounds. He's a girly man.
Fighters Club says you don't smoke, drink wine, drink weed. Still getting old. It must be all those beers. Ah, yes. Kelly says yes.
Yeah, I vote for Arnold.
Hey, if a convicted felon can be president, we can change the law so a man not born in this country can run for president.
President Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
There's a three-part bio on his life. I think on Netflix, Kelly, if you want to check it out, that he hosted. Fascinating stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Fighters Club says Arnold 2028. I'm with you, man. If we could change the law, why not? He had an amendment that if you were born in this country, if you're not born in this country, you could still run for. He was governor. He was the governator.
So we go with Arnold for president.
It would be something.
Trump's a loser.
I would have Trump as president, Jesse Ventura as the vice president. You know, they were in the first Predator movie, right? Trump Ventura. No, wait. Schwarzenegger Ventura. That's what I meant. Schwarzenegger Ventura. Ah, well. I guess they're both getting up there in age, right? But so is Trump, so. Schwarzenegger Ventura. Interesting. The Terminator and the... what was Jesse wrestling? What was his? Oh man, it's going back. Jesse the Body Ventura. That's what it was when he was a wrestler.
The Terminator and the Body. Yes, that's a team.
You know, I guess a lot of church people, like evangelicals, voted for Trump, from what I understand, Kelly. Maybe it's just me, but what's Sunday church for these people like? What does the priest say? Oh, Heavenly Father, we bless all these men here for cheating on their wives. I mean, seriously, what does the priest say? The people that support a guy like that. I mean, I'm just curious. Ah, Kelly says we're all getting older. Yes, you'll be 53. Well, happy birthday, early birthday. You'll be 53 in January. Happy birthday. Kelly, you're just a kid. I'm older than you. You're just a little kid. I liked it when Joe Biden was on a call. Kamala was speaking. Joey says, "You got it, kid. It's all yours." No, that's a team. Oh, your father and you are not talking because of politics. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kelly. Yeah, it's I get along with my friends and my parents, and it's It's one of those things. Before Trump, we didn't have this. Maybe it's just bad timing. Maybe it's because we're not being reasonable. But it seems to me before Trump, we didn't have this. So, yeah, I have friends who are on the other side. I don't think any less of them. And I think the reasoning is I refuse to be like Trump, meaning calling people names, downgrading, berating them, making fun of them. I refuse to be that way. So, your mother and you are thick as the. I hear you, yeah. I have protected friends on Facebook, lady friends who were attacked from supporters of Mr. T. And, I will not go for that. Like the Hall & Oates song, I can't go for anyone who attacks a woman physically or verbally. Yeah, I can't go for that. No can do. Yeah, we were chatting one night on Facebook, and I forget what it was. Well, you should support Trump because he's pro-life and he was sent by God. And I think my response was, yeah, if you cheat on 3 wives, that makes you very pro-life. I'm pro-life too, but that's not what I had in mind, So I did not get a response. But those are the facts, right? But yeah, it's sad, especially we are post-pandemic. We're lucky to be here, considering what we went through, which it seemed like the dark ages for 3 or 4 years. But I refuse to be like Trump, meaning I'm not going to call people names, sleaze bags and this and that. I will say this about Trump. He makes me laugh sometimes because of his sheer stupidity. But anyway, yeah, Fighters Club says, so we can get back to Linux. Yes, Linux means peace. I agree. Anyway, the T memes are awesome, but the Obama memes were top tier. Yeah, we'll never see anything else. Yeah, the ones with Obama and Joe were pretty cool. Yeah, I do remember those. Yes. Yep. I live here in Ohio, which is about as red as you can get, and I gotta watch what I say in public here in town. Not that I care. Hey, if I survive, look, if I can't survive the streets of Brooklyn, I can survive anything, right? I got you, Trump, right here. as we say in New York. Ugh. Let's see. Yes, Ohio. Yes, I was born in Brooklyn. Yes. I was. I don't have the accent as heavy, but yeah, I was born in Brooklyn. We drink a lot of coffee there. You see what I'm saying? I'm in Ohio because of family here. Yeah, you know. And these people here, I mean, they're nice people. They voted for Trump, but that's okay. Then they're good people. You know, if I need help, I can call. They're okay. I don't think they drink coffee like me. Those freaking scumbags. Oh wait, that's Trump says that, not me. Yeah, it's okay here in town. Yeah, you know, like Dino. Dino was born here. You know Dino. Everybody loves somebody sometime. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's Trump's ass. Yes, I was actually born in New York. I have family in Ohio. My European friend. Um, Dean Martin. You've heard of Dean Martin. I think he was born Dino Crocetti, but Dean Martin. Everybody loves somebody sometime. Classic song from the 60s, I think. Never been to Boston. Yeah, Dean Martin. Yeah, I think he was. I think it was his Dino Crocetti. I believe he was born here, and he changed it to Dino Martini, and then later became Dean Martin. Yeah, Harvard. Yeah. Yeah, I got friends in Florida originally from Boston. From Boston, get in the car. From Boston, yeah. I think there's somewhat of a famous theater in Boston called the Wang Theater, if I am not mistaken. Anyway, yeah, I can change dialects. You see what I'm saying? I change these dialects. You know. Now, my friend from Cuba, Tony Montana, man, you know, this Trump, this little cockroach Trump, he doesn't take care of women, that little cockroach. You see what I'm saying, man? He needs to pop a few loads. He needs to lighten up. You were born in Connecticut? Okay. And you missed New England. Okay. I just had a thought.
Tony Montana for president. You know, Tony? Yeah, I'm Tony, man. This freaking guy, Trump, I'm gonna kick his freaking butt. Oh, it's one of those nights. I don't know what you wrote, Fighters Club. But yeah, I know. Kelly's like laughing. Yeah. Tony Montana, that's you vote for me, man, and I'll take care of this cockroach Trump. I'll kick his ass. Yeah. The way he treats women, man, and talk to you, that's the way to treat a woman, ma. Al Pacino. I got a couple of pictures somewhere by that and Al Pacino on a movie set taking a break. Maybe I'll post those one of these nights. You vote for Tony, man. I'll give you free loads. We take care of Trump. No more Trump. He's going to have a little accident, you know? You think it's so tough down there in Florida, man. Forget about it. Scarface. That looks like German. Our friend Stephanie speaks fluent German. Guten Morgen. I think is good morning. It's not 999. All right. Gotta play a little music in the background, some of my dad's tunes. What time is it? It's after midnight here. My goodness. Time flies when you're having fun, right? All these special guests on the show tonight. We had Governor Schwarzenegger, Tony Montana. Where's Sylvester Stallone? Hey yo, Rocky. Hey yo, Adrian. Hey. Yeah, it is 6 a.m. in Berlin, isn't it? That's right. You're 6 hours ahead. Wow, cool. Isn't this month beer month? Oh wait a minute, that was last month, Oktoberfest, right? Yeah. All right, Joe, you have a good night. Yeah, I'm probably going to end this soon. We'll have to catch up soon. Yes. Take care, my friend, and heal quickly. Love you.
Listen. The birds are singing. The spring is finally here. My broken heart is crying. Why the roses catches my teardrops.
Spring rain calls out your name. My love, where can you be? It thunders in my brain and gives me so much pain. Io e te, sotto il chiaro della luna, in riva al mare, noi ci siamo innamorati. Sinfonia, cantano gli angeli dal cielo.
Oktoberfest starts in September. Ah, hey, that's even better. 2 months of beer instead of one. Why not? I don't think I've ever had a. Have I had a German beer before? I can't remember.
Si bella veramente, si bella, bella, bella. Come
You're not German, okay.
non c'è nessuno più, il cuore mio mi batte, cammina mille all'ora, di questa vita vuole, di viverla con te. Poi
Ah, you started learning the language at the first lockdown. Cool.
come si bella tu, non c'è nessuno più, poi come si bella, poi come si bella, si tutta, tutta bella, così l'amore mio. Gli amici sono amici fin quando tu gli dai, ma quando tu non hai, non ti guardano in faccia e vanno per le strade con le bugie in bocca. L'amico che hai creduto, col denaro l'hai perduto, oggi ci son cascato, oggi sono fregato. L'amico che piangeva, è solo un falso vero.
Okay, the question is why. Then why did you?
Sono fregato, l'amico di parola delle promesse false. Ti voglio tutta mia, ti voglio sempre mia, per tutta vita mia, così l'amore mio. Gli amici sono amici, fin quando tu li dai.
I remember when the election of 2016, right? Trump was running, and my friend Stephanie, who lives there, she's saying there were people coming up to me who knew I was American, and they would say with their accent, "Will you vote for Trump, Mr. Trump?" She says, "What? Mr. Trump, Trump." She's like, "Oh, yeah, right, Trump. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not voting for him, no." Oh, Kelly, you're German on your father's side. His father's parents moved to New York from Germany to escape Adolf. Oh, wow. Small world. Hmm. So many, Kelly, there are so many untold stories uh, out there still about Germany, and World War II. My dad's movie that we're still trying to find a distributor for is a true story based an Italian concentration camp that saved the lives of thousands of Jews. Not a single person was killed there at this camp in Italy, and it's an untold true story. Um, anyway, many stories out there. Okay, we're going to wrap this up soon here. Any final comments and stuff as we wind down for this, well, very, very early morning for me. But that's okay. I don't mind doing these. Yeah, the stories on World War II, we've all seen the ones, on TV. History Channel, stuff like that. But there are many, many more stories out there um, that should be told. Schindler's List, yes, I agree. Kelly, it was great to have you here. Yeah, good night. Thank you, she says, for distracting me from the mind bender that is swirling in your head. Just took a sedative to get some sleep. Okay. Kelly, great to have you here as always. Things are going to be okay. And there are more of us out there than it seems. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, so I'll just leave it at that. So, okay. That's it for this one. You guys know how to reach me. If you have any comments, questions, just send me a message and go from there. I'm going to get to bed. It's been a long day, and I will sleep in the morning a little bit. Yes, I hope also that the world calms down in the coming months. We can talk more about Linux. Yes, nothing wrong with that. All right. That's it. That's all I have. Those of you who came in late, you can watch this on repeat. You can also get audio downloads of this on the Patreon, Total OS Patreon site if you would like to support all of this stuff, all this peaceful stuff, right? Okay, Kelly and everybody else, have a good night and a good morning, I guess. Time flies. All right, I'll catch everyone next time. Be safe out there. Peace.